T-Squared Tactical. We got the Canik Rival Dark side here on the channel today, the SFx Rival. We done did the tabletop on the one that Trey has. What is yours called exactly? Like the color scheme? Not really sure.
I don't know if they've named it or deemed it.
Yeah, it's a gray gold color. Not really going to talk a whole lot about it because we'll just go look at our other SFX video we have. I really think that the only difference is between the dark side and the other Rival is that this one comes with a plate that has a, I don't necessarily know if I'd call that a raised sight on there or not. They say it is, but you're very, very limited to the optics that you can put on here and still co-witness. So I'm not so sure about that raised sight co-witnessing thing, but I know that it has that. It has a plate that, you know, one of these plates that actually has the sight integrated into it. It comes with factory. It comes with this, you know, adjustable for windage and elevation sight here. Took that off. I was very limited to what I could put on here because unfortunately it only has one plate with the sight integrated into it, and you're kind of limited to what optics you can put on there, and I wasn't really happy with what I was limited to. So I ended up, and I also found out that, you know, we have another Romeo Zero on this gun, and as you know, look at one of our other videos with the 48 MOS. We talked about the issues we had with some of the previous you know, Romeo Zero optics, not zeroing, not holding zero, scratching up real bad. The other one we did had the shroud around it, but what I found is when I put the shroud on this one, the sight would not co-witness. And as you know, I'm not going to carry a gun with a reflex on it if my sight's not going to co-witness. It's just a hang up I have. Tell me how stupid I am, that's fine. But in as much as we're kind of reviewing the optic today too, also we're gonna, you know, shoot the gun of course, but it's the same thing as the other Rival video we have up. You remember how awesome that was, how stoked we were. And if I'm being honest, we had the Glocks today. We had two actually, I think. We did the Walther PDP, and I'm gonna go out on a limb here and say that I'm probably gonna shoot better with this one than I have any of those. That always seems to be the case with this and the CZ. But we're also going to do the same we did with the 48. We're going to drop this on the table, see if this thing will hold zero. Haven't even shot this gun yet. Haven't put one round down range. So I hope we don't have to shut the camera off and zero this thing in. I hope it's already on. So let's just run a little bit. Like I said, in as much as we're testing the Romeo Zero, this is supposed to be the Romeo Zero Elite. I don't know a lot of the difference, and I don't know if you can see in there, but this has got the circle with the red dot inside of the circle. Can't see it in there. But anyway, I'm not a huge fan of that. I like just the plain old dot. And if I'm being honest, I don't even really know why this one versus the other two I bought for the 48X and which are all the Canik SC. I'm not sure why they don't have that, but I paid the same price for all of them. But anyway, let's quit talking and let's shoot this thing a little bit. Hopefully it's on target. We'll see. I think it's shooting a little high. Anyway. Yeah, it is shooting a little high. I'm gonna adjust it a little bit and then we'll come right back. So we got the top, we got it in, we got it on point now. Like Trey said, even when it was not hitting exactly where I was aiming, no doubt the gun was grouping like nothing else we've shot today. And I tell you, just what did we put, like maybe 20 rounds through it, getting it in, probably a little too much. But this Romeo Zero is not the easiest thing in the world to you got to be careful with, is all I'm saying. We've broken two of them, and we're really in as much testing this today than we are the gun. I think we already know that the gun is awesome. So let's just put a little lead down range, see how we shoot with it today. tell you, I was trying to count them. I thought it was done, but I had one left. Anyway, now I'll tell you what, every single time that I shoot a Canik, and it seems even more so this Rival, it just literally makes your day. Like, we should have shot this last.
Yeah, save the best for last.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So we could have went home just happier than a pig in mud, as my grandpa used to say. But man, I tell you what, this thing is a blast, an absolute blast. Feature packed. I mean, literally feature packed. Now, our friend Junior said, I'm not into all that futuristic Star Trek looking stuff that's all over that gun and things like that. And okay, you know, to each his own. If you think it's ugly, that's fine. But a gun is made to shoot. So you want to have fun. You want to be on target. You want to hit where you're aiming. You could have the most beautiful gun in the world and not hit the broadside of a barn, but that ain't gonna be the case with this one. No matter whose hand I've ever put it in, they've shot lights out. You agree with that, Trey?
100%.
With that, I got a little trigger happy. I was shooting a little quick, but most of them is right there where I was putting them. And it is so easy. Like, you just don't realize. People talk about Glock triggers, you know, Walther triggers. You don't really, just sitting here, just, you know, doing the reset. Oh man, that's awesome. You know, that's an awesome reset. You really don't realize how easy it is to stay on target with a trigger that good. You know, you don't, until you actually shoot it. You know, you can sit here in your home and sit here and rack it and do the resets all you want, but out here in the range, again, we've shot 2 Glocks today. We've shot the Walther PDP, and none of them, several of them, all of them actually, except for the Glock 20, had the reflex on it. And still yet, even with the reflex on there, we were not able to stay on target that well and shoot that rapidly and mostly hit where we were aiming. And I contribute most of that to, yes, of course, the ergonomics, the recoil management, but mostly that trigger. That trigger is absolutely amazing. So we're gonna load up 3 of the mags here. Trey got one from his here. Well, I guess we're gonna load up 2 mags, I guess. But anyway, when we come back, we're gonna do like we did earlier with the, I think it's a 48 MOS. We're gonna drop it on this table here from 3 or 4 foot, 3 or 4 times. See if this thing is still holding 0. Again, we've had a lot of, I don't want to say a lot, but we had 2 Romeos with the very similar problem where the dot just wouldn't move when it was trying to be adjusted. And one of them, the lens scratched up really bad, and no matter what we did, we could not get it to 0. And the last one that Trey just had, actually, that the dot wouldn't move, it finally just quit working altogether. Like, the dot just wouldn't even come on no more, no matter what you did. So they're very budget friendly. They fit flush and co-witness with a lot of factory sights, so that makes them very alluring. So I want them to do better. I want them to be good on these guns. I'm not trying to make them fail. I don't want to have to go out and buy $300 optics, but if we have to, we have to. So we're gonna shut off for a minute, load up. When we come back, we're gonna drop it a few times and let Trey shoot down here to target. I'm gonna go repaint the target and see if it's still holding 0. And again, you know, get to shoot this awesome pistol. So since this is my gun, I know I told you Trey was shooting it. I'm gonna drop it, because if anything happens to it, you know, Trey can't blame me, or I can't blame Trey. I'm gonna drop it dead on the, like this, if I can. Again, ooh, we're about 3 foot here, and try to bring it down with a little bit of force. And we're gonna see, again, we typically don't do crap like this. We don't like to damage our firearms. I don't think that will, of course, but we've had so much trouble with that Romeo Zero. If I'm gonna carry these things, I am most certainly gonna have to really trust it. So
That kind of made me cringe when you dropped it right there. I mean, that was from a good little height.
So Trey's gonna put a couple of mags through this thing. We got to conserve ammo today because we're trying to shoot a lot of guns for you guys. But he's gonna put a few, maybe 2 mags through it, see if it's still on point, talk a little bit about the gun. But
I'm not feeling good about it.
About what?
About it being on point.
Oh, okay. Well, just remember it's got that stupid 60-something MOA circle around it, so you're trying to concentrate on the dot. Oh my God.
I think it might be on. Smokes. I love this gun. This might be one of my favorite pistols that I've ever shot.
He says that, but he never carries it. It's never in his truck, never on his nightstand.
It stays on my nightstand.
He was hitting that spot right there so many times in a row that I thought it was gonna put a hole through our steel.
That was fun.
But so obviously the Romeo's still holding 0. Now we did have actually literally while we're filming this video, someone commented how's the Romeo Zero's doing. So
not bad.
We're definitely checking them out. Well, he was talking about 1,000 rounds. Somebody put 1,000 rounds. Now, you know, we just don't have that much ammo to put 1,000 rounds. Maybe 1,000 rounds between all 4 of them today. But
I love this gun. This thing is so awesome and fun to shoot. If you haven't already picked up one of these, or at least shot one at your local range,
where are you at?
Yeah, what you doing? What rifle you living under?
You need to get one of those.
That's the truth. It's so much fun. Like, if you have a red dot on a gun that's already awesome, perfect in many ways. I mean, you know, nothing's quote unquote perfect, I suppose, in life, but this thing is as close as I know how to get. Wow, that was impressive. I mean, I'm happy about this Romeo Zero Elite. To be honest with you, I didn't know that they had the Elite version. I didn't know.
I don't even know what the heck that means, because
I don't either. I mean,
I'm pretty sure that the other ones we shot today were the Elite as well. And I thought it just simply meant that it had the shroud over it. But that's the only one of the 3 I bought that has the circle around the dot. So
right.
I don't know, maybe there is something different about it. Maybe we'll check it out.
They're all made of plastic. Huh? They're all made of plastic.
They are.
God, that was fun.
I don't know if any casings have hit the glass yet. I guess we'll have to wait till we get home and clean them up and find out if they're scratched or not. I know that was one of the issues we had with one of the other ones we had, but I think I'm gonna put 1 shot, because again, we're trying to conserve ammo today. I think we have some activity back there.
Some animal. Not happy.
We might get to test out the red dot on something breathing today. I don't know what the heck that was. Maybe you don't put so many rounds down there we cut a tree in half or something. I don't know what the heck's going on. I'm gonna shoot 1 shot just to see if it is still on. Well, maybe let me do 2. Yeah, I think it's good. I always say you're only going to shoot 1 shot with this rifle, but I tell you, this thing is so much fun to shoot. You find yourself not wanting to stop shooting it. Anyway, Man, I tell you, no way. We've got 2 of these, and as well of a plethora of other Caniks that we have. This is probably one of my favorites for sure. If you haven't picked this up yet and you're doubting it, stop doubting, go get it. Promise you will not regret it. Gotta hit that subscribe button, gotta hit that like button. That's how you're able to support us, guys. Ask us or any questions that you want, we'll answer them every single time. If we don't know, we'll certainly find out. Really love to hear from you guys. Can't do it without you. Thanks for watching today, and God bless.